Good morning, everyone. So today we'll start the last unit from Module 5, that is entrepreneurship. See, what is entrepreneurship is nothing but creating your own initiatives like dynamic activity, establishing something new ideas by yourself. See, something entrepreneurship will apply only when you are creating your own ideas. Unless you don't have your own ideas in creating, just generally it's for creating your own employment, you can tell in short words. But say there are some dynamic activity, business activity, which are being taking place in a continuous period of time based upon its usage and resources and based upon its marketing values also. So this entrepreneurship is a very important unit as per the your academical point of view, as also for the theoretical or even your career point of view. This see evolution of concept. It varies from country to country and time to time. Economic development. See, this entrepreneurship idea is completely different from your own. A good entrepreneur, whatever a good entrepreneur will be, something energetic, enthusiastic, and goal determined. See, if you're creating the entrepreneurship, or if you're creating your own employment, you're uh, or you're assessing your own employment with determination and working load, and with serving to society, self-defeated, self-confident. It is just like a creating your own ideas, providing employment. Nowadays, there is a lot of entrepreneurship and lot of development to entrepreneurship has been taking place. A lot of development funds also are being given from the continuous period of time. As you can observe this in during the past two months of lockdown, you can see that various entrepreneurs have come forward and given the service to the society also. So I think that there is a lot of enthusiasm organized with military expectations, and uh, since since it has been continuously evolving the concept due to job scarcity also, nowadays people are making their self entrepreneurships. So self entrepreneurship always plays a very major role into the continuous period of time. So as an engineer also, you as a civil engineer, you can be your own entrepreneur, because serving becoming as an entrepreneur is something like a different, it's a different point of view. Sometimes it makes to success, sometimes it makes to loss, sometimes you will be under the very good valuable person. It takes time, because suddenly in one day a person cannot become an entrepreneur. uh, there are various courier service you can come across, Amazon, Snapdeal, and various social networking sites. You can come across daily continuous period of time. So even you can become your own, you can become an entrepreneur if you have all the goals determined, if you have all the plans, if you are dedicated, you are self-oriented person, if you are imaginative, if you have ideas of how to make the character, how to build up your entrepreneurship. So all these things can be understood by the entrepreneur. So this is all the basic introduction of an entrepreneurship. So this unit carries some amount of your knowledge also, some amount of your skills also. Based upon your skill, productivity, ideas, and serving to society, you can become a good entrepreneur. As a good entrepreneur, you should be action oriented, energetic, and continuously skill oriented person, and you should be always determined and commitment. So you should be creative, result oriented, accept responsibilities, self confident, both thinker and doer, planner, future vision, intelligent, imaginative, and self directed. So type of entrepreneur is there are mainly five entrepreneurships. It is very important. It's very important question for you also. Uh, Business entrepreneur. See, business entrepreneurs are these entrepreneurs which product new product or service or create their business to convert their idea into reality. See, nowadays there is a demand for sanitizers. There is a demand for sanitizers you can come across. So there is a lot of business entrepreneurs going on. People are creating their own ideas to create the sanitizers for their in the minimum cost. Cost of the product is more during the in the first week of April. You can see that there has continuously increased in the cost, but now suddenly the cost has been declined. Why? Because many entrepreneurs, many business entrepreneurs have come forward and preparing their sanitizers. So that also is like a business entrepreneur, because some product will be launched, it will be very high cost. So suddenly another competitive person will come into its competition, and suddenly there is a decline in the rate. So this is nothing but about business entrepreneur. Now next is trading entrepreneur. See, trading entrepreneur is nothing but activities concerned with the production. See, when you produce your market, when you give your product to the market, if you're producing any cement, if you're producing any good quality sand, if you're producing any sanitizers, if you are doing any super plasticizer, when you're coming into the market, so there is a lot of scope in potential markets with respect to the desire, interest, and buyers for product service. So even you know, yeah, it's very important for the person to how to trade his product. Unless and until you don't trade your product in a very marketing manner, you can say in simple manner that you should be a good marketing person, and you should always make the consumers who are purchasing that demand should be more than the suppliers. Once the demand increases, the suppliers automatically will increase. So that is nothing but about trading entrepreneur. Next is industrial entrepreneur. So industrial entrepreneur is very essential, a manufacturer who identifies the potential needs of a consumers and product or service according to the marketing needs. What I said, demand should always be more, supply if less. If supply is less, demand is more, means automatically there will be heavy competition in the market. So I in short tells that both demand and supply, if matches equally, then the product cost will be coming somewhat very in a minimum price rate. So it is determined by the industrial person that how they manage their products when they come into the markets. Next is hello sir. Oh, sir. Oh, sir. ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ DSS DPSC ನೋಡಿ ಹೌದೌದು ಮಾಡಿ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಇನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಸರ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲ್ದಾಗ ಹಾಕೋತೀನಿ ಸರ್. अच्छा राइट अच्छा ಈಗ ಪರಶುರಾಮ್ ಸರ್ ಏನೋ ಕಳಿಸಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾ ಹೇಳೇನು ಪರಶುರಾಮ್ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಕಳಿಸ್ದೆ, ನೀವು ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು. Sorry for the interruption. So next comes about a corporate entrepreneur. See, corporate entrepreneur who is nothing but an artificial in the eyes of law, demonstrating his innovative skill in the organization managing a corporate undertaking. Now next comes a corporate undertaking, the artificial person. So you can see that many corporate companies have creating their own software companies and managing their skills based upon their organization, based upon their committee, based upon their demonstrating skills. So this is all about corporate entrepreneur. So in agricultural entrepreneur, these are the agricultural activities such as raising and marketing crops. You can see that various agriculture products have been coming to the market. Some from pesticides, some about agricultural field, and various sugarcane plantation. You can see it. So a lot of development has been taking place in entrepreneurship, and it is also gaining profit also. So it is also gaining if you have certain proper oriented and goal oriented. When you have goal oriented, definitely will be in the good profit. Next is according to the use of technology. See, once you are entrepreneur means you should know always how to use the technology based upon their technical matter, based upon their crafts and breakup, based upon their technologies expertise. So everything should be considered on their entrepreneurship. And digital marketing has become a very common phenomenon nowadays. So you can see that when I'm conducting the classes on Zoom also, it is a type of entrepreneurship. People used to not use earlier this type of technicality like digitization teaching. Nowadays it has been increased. So Google also has brought Google Meet. You can see that, and you can see that Cisco WebEx. Then various products have come launched into the market. Various entrepreneurship have become, very minimum data. Also, they are making their online classes very easy and very formatical manner. So nowadays, the digitization has become a very important tool in the teaching field also. Next is professional entrepreneur, a person who is establishing, is managing the interest and selling his ideas and creating the new ideas. That is professional entrepreneur. See, professional means you can, as a civil engineer, what you can change, you are replacing fly ash with some part of cement. See, that is nothing but creating a new idea. That idea should be displaced in the market after making it as patent. If you don't do it, your product as a patent means your product will be taken, your ideas will be taken by someone else, and he'll be the owner of that idea. So whenever you are doing anything, you should make your own paper. You should make your own patent, or you can make your own mark on that, or you can publish a paper publication, so that in the future your idea should not be taken by some other else. See, non-technical entrepreneurs are also like marketing. See, only we cannot depend only on technology, only on robots. Even we should have ourselves also our own skill, how to express ourselves, how to speak ourselves. So if you are launching any product means everybody will tell it's positive manner only. Nobody tells it's negative manner. So when you are launching any product means you should always be assured that 70 to 75% your product should be worked. If you're assuring that 100% means, then it will be wrong part of as an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, always you need to tell that your product, whenever it's launching in the market, at least it should satisfy its own needs with up to 70 to 75%. This is a general manner. This is not included in notes. So high-tech entrepreneurs are, these are nothing but technical aspects. These people train the entrepreneurs how to become best in the markets. So these are high-tech entrepreneurs. Then next is according to motivation. Pure entrepreneurs is not for economic rewards, for satisfy psychologically. Then induced entrepreneurs are policy measures. Then provide assistance, incentives by the support of government and institution. See, pure entrepreneurs, nowadays government is taking a lot of initiatives and motivating for, and a lot of budget has been sanctioned day by day for the entrepreneurship. So you can see that various organizations like government organization like ISRO, NGRI, NREE. So there are various organizations which are continuously taking place in the market to satisfy that a good idea and a good skill can come through a person. A person, if he's having good skill and good new ideas and initiatives, that will help the organization, and even he can develop his own setup. So that is nothing but induced entrepreneurs. So the motivated entrepreneurs is, these are based upon their strategies. Someone motivated entrepreneurs like mask. Nowadays, there was a shortage of mask in the initial period of time. Suddenly, a lot of small scale people, lot of tailoring people have come into the market and created their masks. So now the mask rate has come very in a low manner. Earlier, initially used to get at 500, 550 rupees. Now it has come to 200, 250. So that is what. Once you get self-motivated, once you realize that there is a need, something in the market, automatically that price will be reduced. Once the price is reduced, there will be stabilization in the market. So stabilization is also an important factor when you are becoming a good entrepreneur. Spontaneous entrepreneurs is nothing but boldness initiative. This is the best example for PPE kits. See, PPE kits were not there were no much PPE kits in the India. So now there are 2 lakhs PPE in per day. So this is spontaneous. This is not something but spontaneous. We are not depending on others. This is their own spontaneous entrepreneur. So some government has taken the initiatives and they have come forward and they become spontaneous in this. See, just I'm taking you simple examples so that you can remember all these things. As this question is very important for your theoretical point of view and academical point of view also. So this is characteristics of entrepreneur, types of entrepreneur. Then types of entrepreneur is a very important question. Characteristics, sometimes it may ask, sometimes it may not ask, but types are very important question. So I hope that you people just have a glance to it. Don't, from starting I'm telling that no need to remember the sentence continuously wise, just to remember the side points. Just to remember the side points, which is more than sufficient for you to write it. There is the importance of language also. If you have a good language, then continuously you can make your some good words and make some good sentences and present it. Presentation is also an important factor when you are becoming a good entrepreneur. So next is according to the stages of development. First generation entrepreneur is one which has become entrepreneurship by his innovative skill, bringing out at a marketable product or service. Modern entrepreneur is one who develops the product according to the market demands. Classical entrepreneurs or stereotype entrepreneurs are maximizing the economic returns. So these are nothing but first generation entrepreneurs, modern entrepreneurs, and classical entrepreneurs. Then classical entrepreneurs, stereotypes entrepreneurs are also very important because they stabilize the economic. Only what people think that dynamism should be there in entrepreneurship, but you should always think based on your society, what society demands. You cannot make something the item that which is against the society. Whatever you are making a product or you're launching a product, it should go with the society. Then only the sale of the product will be more. If you are making a sale of the product, again you are going against with the society and making some good product which is very good product according to you, but it is bad to the society. So that type of entrepreneurship is not at all entertained by any institution or any organization. So always you should think that what society demands. If society is demanding that product means, then you can become a successful entrepreneur. Always you will be under the huge amount of loss. Next is entrepreneurship. The resistance against flexibility, growth, and diversification can overcome by developing a spirit of entrepreneurship within the organization called as entrepreneurships. It reflects on the proportionate increase in social, culture, and business entrepreneurship pressure. What I said, go with the society. If you go with the society, there will be a good entrepreneurship. This concept of entrepreneurship has been defined gloriously and flourish and interlinked with dimensions psychologically and training the social encouragement and business opportunities also. Uh, so entrepreneurship in today's extent has become more for creating the build work, marketplaces and opportunities and resource explosion. So there are a lot of opportunity and gains in the concept of entrepreneurship. Once you create the more opportunities and encouragement in the business opportunities, suddenly you will get the social encouragement. Once you get the social encouragement and build the work as a teamwork, entrepreneurship, when you start with a single thing, then it becomes as a team to build up in the society. So next is elements of entrepreneurship. It is a legal agreement. It happens between the person and organization. That is, these are new business venturing. A corporate venture or a new business or a new organization or a product launch can become a new business venturing. There is a lot of encouragement, I said you, for new business venturing. If you're launching any business venturing means you should be with the product launch and market segmentation. What market needs, if you supply that demand means, you'll become a successful entrepreneur. As a civil engineer, nowadays there is a lot of new ideas like Revit, 3ds Max, and Google SketchUp already. And if you're making a Revit structural, if you're using MSc projects, if you're depending only on manual designs, if you're not using the softwares and all, there will be no importance for it. So always, if you're launching any products, if you're launching any ideas, so that will be helpful for the society and building yourself also. So next is innovation. Innovation is a development of new product. So something you innovate, something you develop it, something that is good for the society of the people, that will automatically become a successful entrepreneur. Self-renewal. Always there should be transformation in the ideas. What you are launching your idea today, it should be changed after 5 years. I cannot use the same engine. I cannot use the same engine what I was using in 1960s, 1970s. I have to improvise my engine based upon the current ideas. As the petrol demand is more, as the prices are increasing, so I have to increase my mileage. If I don't increase my mileage, if I go only with the 1 liter, only 10 kilometer mileage, means automatically your demand will be reduced. Once the demand is reduced means you will be under the loss. So always you should have renewal of ideas. Even you can see that cricket has become a very segmentation scenario nowadays. So earlier they used to have 80 overs, 70 overs, then they come to 50 overs. Now it has got to 20 overs game. So that has become a huge responsibility. So then proactiveness. Proactiveness includes initiative and risk thinking, competitiveness, and dashing to take new challenges. Now new challenges has to be taken in the continuous period of time. So lot of entrepreneurs have come into the market, but you should compete with them. Then only you can increase your spirit of living. If you are only the one person who are sustaining this world, that will be uh, lowering you. So there should always be a competitive. When there is a competitive only, then only you get new initiative and new ideas to develop yourself. Next is characteristics of entrepreneurship. Innovation is very important. See, it is the same. If you follow elements of entrepreneurship, characteristics is also same. So innovation is nothing but internship involves innovation of new things, dynamism, good success in economic condition, growth of economy. So risk taking is also important for business development. A good entrepreneur always takes a risk, and it should be a profit oriented also. Then skillful management, entrepreneur changes together with various functions of management and organization. So even skillful, a person should be skillful. An organization means it is being together various facilities of production. Always we should have proper production and facilities with respect to the organization. Decision making should be done. It's a very vital role. It's a very important role. Sometimes you need to take the tough decisions. Sometimes you don't need to take the tough decisions. When making the enterprise a success, a successful entrepreneur will only satisfy its needs and customers with the production and supply of goods and services. So this is all about characteristics of entrepreneurship. Very important question. Characteristics, types, then elements. These three questions are very important for the academical point of view. So innovations, risk taking, skillful management, organization, decision making, and making the entrepreneurship a success. So by this we'll end up today's session. So tomorrow, the next whatever you have sessions, we'll continue it as soon as possible. We'll complete this session so that we can follow during the examination point of view. So I'll just give you 5 minutes time. If you have any doubts, you can ask.